Bonnie Power here. So one of the most important things that we need to think about before we start a LinkedIn campaign is who do we really want to attract? Who's our target market? So in a notebook, if you can write down a few of the key points around this will go a long way in order to provide success in the campaign. So in order to describe your target market, firstly, just before we get on to these points, think about the types of people that are the easiest to deal with. They're the most profitable. They tend to buy all of your things, all of your products and services. They're easy to access, so that you can actually identify them on something like LinkedIn or any other social media. But the most important thing is that you as a company, as an individual, you actually like dealing with them. You actually are passionate about helping them. So that to me is the most important thing. It's not about making the money. It's actually about you're going to help serve this client and help them move from where they are now, which is problem city, to where they want to be, the ideal, perfect situation for them. So these are the things that you write down. So when you think about what their needs are, so identify their top 2 or 3 desires, and it might be actually around the problems that they've got at the moment. So the needs, the desires, like what do they actually want, and what frustrates them. So with the current situation, maybe their current providers, what is frustrating them about their current service providers. The next thing you might want to think about is what do they get emotional about? Because if you can get under the skin and create copy and create content, create marketing that connects with them on an emotional level, then you're 80% ahead more than the typical type of marketing that exists. The next thing is what do they like to read and watch? So this is like really getting to know them, like what websites do they go to? What type of books do they read? What do they watch on telly? Just to get an idea, not that you're actually going to perhaps refer to these shows or news items or radio stations, but it's really good to know so you can really think in the mind of your ideal target market, because it's all about customer-centric user experience these days with effective marketing. The next one is what events do they go to? And that's like a really big one, because moving forward, we're going to line you up so that your company is actually participating in these events. You know what events are worth going to. Who frustrates them? That's one I put in there. So sometimes, there'll be somebody in your industry, maybe one of your competitors, where everybody gets frustrated. And I know this is for me, like I've got a couple of people who do what I do, and I hear about it a lot where they're really full on with their sales messages. They slam people with emails. They're doing it all wrong, in my opinion, and it's refreshing that I don't slam people with emails, for example. So you want to know who with your competition, who frustrates them and why. But it could also be external to your industry as well. The other thing is who they trust. So it might be partners. Like if you know that they trust a certain identity, you might want to partner with that particular company or that particular provider so that trust sort of comes off onto your company. And then their personality traits, and that's a really important one. Generally, like with your ideal target market, they've got a type of personality. So like for example, we were helping a branding company in Sydney, and every time these guys post anything about golf, they get like heaps and heaps of likes, like 17 more likes in general on average compared to all of the other types of content. So you really want to get to know what's going to trigger them so that can help you create good marketing. I hope that's been of help. If you can please think about the type of client, like the bullseye type of client that you would love to work more with over the next 6 to 12 months, 3 to 5 years. If you articulate that to the granular degree, I promise you that your LinkedIn marketing will be laser focused in being able to reach out to them. So until then, I will see you in the next video.